Hello, hello, and there's the quick reshuffle to make it all look a little bit better. Hi everyone, how are we today? Oh my goodness, it is so lovely to see you all here. Yeah, there's lots of people talking already, and that's lovely. Oh, thank you for being here. Hi Molly, how are you? Hi Linda, Georgia, 75, and Sunny. Oh, that's lovely. That's oh, how warm is that? I don't know how warm 75 is. Hi Angela, hello. Hi Fran. Hi Ruth. Not necessarily as a square. Well, Ruth, we will be doing that later on in the month as well. Hi, Regina. Hi, Shirley. Yes, Rafaela. Hi. Hi, Julie. Hi, Doug. And hi, Teresa. I don't know what's happened to the other moderators. They'll wake up in a moment, I'm sure. Chris wasn't feeling very well, so she'll have a quiet day today. Hi everyone. Hi Nikki. Hi Beth. Hello Luz. Hey Ramona. Hello Deborah. Hello. Thank you, Fran. Thank you. I'm not too sure about the color, mind you, but it's okay. It's a dress. Thank you. Yeah, but also I can't do. It's supposed to go like this, so it does up here, but the elastic for the button is so small. I don't want to put it on because I'll never get it off again. And Dirk, he can't. If he has to take it off, I'm not going to go there. But yeah, so it's sort of a little bit sort of shaped. Oh well, it's a winter dress, so it's nice and warm. Thank you. Hi Jackie, thank you. Oh my goodness, the hair. Well, I'm not sure. I tried to curl it. It didn't curl very well. Then I got the gel out and I sprayed some gel on it. Then I curled it again and burnt the gel. And Didrik walks in and says, "Oh, it smells nice here." Yes, darling, it's burnt hair gel. Oh my goodness. Hi, Angel. Yes, it's a winter, exactly. And that color green is my color. It's one of my colors, yes. Yeah, Jennifer. Yeah, trendy. In my own trend, you mean? Not in the whatever trend there is going on. Oh my goodness. So, you're doing the reading shawl for your daughter, Elizabeth. That's fabulous. Well done. Well done. Yeah, it's nice to meet up here, Susie, every Sunday. It's lovely to. Hello, Mary Jo. Welcome. I think I'll need to have a sip of tea now because this was the cup that Mary Jo sent me. And I have been using your chocolates box again, but it won't be in a. It's for a little bit. Sometimes I have an idea and I just go ahead and do it, and then that's a sort of a finished video that I have in advance. So that's one of those. So I use the box again for tassels, but not straight away. So but hey, they might be appearing. That box might be appearing in any video because I'm bound to put tassels on everything these days. Now that I have new boxes. Yeah, more tassels in your future. Remember. That's okay, Angel. You were busy with hook and yarn, I expect. You're starting the reading shawl. That's fabulous, Tracy. Yes, and the tea is yours as well, Marija. It's a lovely hibiscus tea. It really is. It really, really is so nice. Yeah, it's amazing. The bags are so much smaller, but it doesn't need much of that, of that hibiscus flower. Yes, so Nikki Taylor came to see Dirk at the storage on whenever it was, Tuesday or Wednesday. And oh my goodness, they had a lovely time. Pictures were taken. Yarn was adored. And I take it she managed to fill her car boot up as well. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. Oh, so there was not much restraint going on there, but that's all very well. That's all well done, Nikki. Well done. Dirk had to help carry it to the car, did he? But it was lovely that you came to see him. And he was, oh my goodness, it was really, really lovely. Yeah, next time you'll have to come down to Exmouth and we'll have a coffee together. And we'll talk crochet and not just yarn, because obviously, you know. Yes. Oh, thank you, Rena. Thank you. Yes, Ivy. So you've had your change now as well with the time. So we're back to the old, I don't know what it was, but anyway, we're back to the old time. Wonderful, Mary Jo. Wonderful. I am being very, sort of, I'm trying not to have this tea all the time. So what I'm doing, I have some hibiscus left. So I have one of yours and then I have two of the others. So the others get finished and then I shall go and just have yours. Oh my goodness. Yes, Lene Tudal. Thank you. It is a wonderful product, that higher crochet hook set. And yeah, if you haven't used the hooks yet, they are really good. And once you used to them, yeah, he's only allowed one of those on Sunday. Yeah, Fran, I know. It's just how it works, isn't it? I mean, why they don't just leave these things alone, I have no idea. I can never work out why we would need this, but there we go. There must be a logic in there. Oh, Rose, it is a. Do you know what? I thought I was trying to enlarge the picture and trying to see, wouldn't it be lovely if we tried to make a dress as well? Oh my goodness, the work that must have gone into that. And and you have that dress, don't you? So if you haven't seen that post, please do go to the Facebook group. If you're not in the Facebook group, please do go and become a member. That's the location, of course, where we show off all our Ophelia Talks projects, but also somehow Rose managed to link it to the fact that, yeah, I've got things that belong to my grandma and she's got something that belongs to her mum. Yeah, her mum's wedding dress that her nan crocheted. It is fabulous. So do go and have a look at that. Yeah. Sabina, wow, two already of the reading shawl. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it, to make? Yeah. Aha, you started your Christmas shopping on our website today. Well, let me tell you about the notebook, because I've been overwhelmed, I have to say. So last week I told you, during the live, I told you all about the notebook and what it would be and, what it would look like. But of course, the picture on the website is not correct. So the design is correct, but the book itself is going to be a coil book. So I have here the picture, but of course I haven't got a color printer. So I've tried to reproduce what it would look like. And you're all, on good faith. You're all on good faith, trusting me again to provide you with a design, of course, that's going to work. And what works for me is the coil, right? So the coil and hardboard, and I did tell you in the live that that's what it would be, and also that's what it says in the description, although not in the picture. So all throughout the week we've been selling these notebooks. It's been amazing, because we have Karen. Thank you. Oh, Kathy, thank you so much. No worries, Loes. Geen probleem hoor, geen probleem. Ik zal dan nog wel eens vertellen hoe dat gaat met die kleren. So in what was I going to say? So during the week we kept selling them, and I'm so happy that you're all trusting me. And you know what? So last Monday, so the day after the live, because we had quite a few, of course, yes, we were going to go ahead with it. So on Monday, I had to pay for the amount of books that I thought I would sell. Okay. They haven't started printing them yet, right? So I had to pay to put the order in, and I had to, that way, I had the possibility of getting a trial book, a printed proof, but that would take a week to 10 days. So I still haven't got that. I was hoping it would be a bit quicker, but it hasn't arrived. So I'm hoping that the obviously the proof, which will not look like this. So the proof will not have the coil, but it will have all the pages and the color. I wanted to show you that today, but never mind, because yes, I paid for 200 books. Okay, on last Monday, we hadn't sold 200 by a long shot yet. But guys, oh my goodness, we have surpassed that number. We have surpassed that number. We have all week, I was like, are we going to sell the 200? Are we going to be able to, fill the order? Because of course, I am paying for 200. I want to sell 200, obviously. Well, I want to keep a few for me, but And guess what? We've gone over. I'm going to have to say tomorrow is the last day. So tomorrow I'm going to have to let them know the final number. So I could have had to go down on number, and I would have had to say, yeah, I'm sorry, I only want 150 or even 100. But now I'm going to have to go up, and not just by 50. I'm going to have to go up maybe even by 80 or hopefully by 100. And that would be fantastic. So yes, there are going to be some extras. Now that word some is going to be very limited. Okay. The moment we decide tomorrow morning when I wake up, so you've got some time now if you want to order one. If you want to be 100% sure of having one, you need to order it tonight. Or by sort of midnight on the 5th of November, okay? If you are still and you're wishing for one and you're hoping you're going to get one, we will close the pre-sale on Monday, okay? Tomorrow, when I decide on the number, we're going to close the pre-sale. And then when they arrive at the beginning of December, we will send them all out. I will give one to my mum. I will give one to the moderators, of course. And then what we have left over, that is going to go on sale. Now, that might be 30, that might be 10, that might be 25. Okay, so whatever is left over is going to go on sale in the beginning of December after Dirk has sent them all out. Or even we could even wait until January to do that. We'll see how busy it is overall. But if we have some left, those will be put quite clearly on sale. We will send an email out or something like that. So make sure if you get our emails that if you don't get them, go and subscribe on the website to our email list. If you do get them, make sure that you have them not going into your junk, okay? We don't send emails that often, but for things like this is the way to go. And if they're gone, they're gone. Okay, so I cannot order more after that. Well, I can, but the amount would be too much to sell again, right? So then the date that we are sending out is, I can't save you one, Laurie. You have got to, I'm so sorry, you have got to buy it now to be included in the thing. It's quite expensive to buy these books. They are coiled, they are hardbound, there are the maximum amount of pages that I could get in that company for this type of book. So they are very, they're not that cheap for me to buy. Okay, so the date that we are sending them out, Sandy, is somewhere between Debbie, sort of the 1st or the 2nd week of December. Okay, certainly before the 10th of December, we're hoping to send them out. Okay. If we can't send them out then it will be after the 20th of December, but you will have them to start in the new year, and that's the main thing. Okay. Yes, we will have to sign them as well, so that will be that will be a thing as well. Okay. Yes, and I have also applied for, I've put this on my normal notebook. I have also applied for an ISBN number, so it's a proper book. It's recognized as a proper book. Oh, thank you, Chris. Thank you. Yeah, I won't. I will sign all the ones that we order. It's as simple as that. I don't know where, but I will sign it. And the reason why I wanted to link something extra to that notebook and have videos linked to it is because, of course, I know it's not cheap to buy the notebook, but to be honest, if you had to buy a diary and a notebook, this one cost me $14.99. This one $9.99, and another book, like you see. So I had another book which is still in my basket there. So that is already £23.99, and that's the same. That's about the same price I'm selling my book. So yes, you're paying the same price, and of course there is postage, which obviously we can't help, and if you're in Europe there is the taxes, which obviously we can't help either. But I am going to want to give you some added value, some interesting things for you to consider about how I built this notebook, what I want to do with it. There's still so much more that I haven't told you about. Okay, so there is more to this notebook than I have given out up till now. And obviously you will only find this out when I do my monthly videos to do with the notebook, what I'm going to be doing with it, what I think is useful in that notebook, and things like that. So there we go. Yeah, Linda, the currency exchange again, we sell worldwide. You have to see this as almost as an investment. Okay, it's just like the yarn. If you buy the yarn pack from us, that amount of money will give you crochet-tainment for 6 weeks, because the cal, for instance, is a pack that we use throughout the 6 weeks, and then after that you will have a blanket. This notebook, yes, it's maybe more expensive than a cheap $2 diary from the dollar store or whatever, but this is going to be your companion notebook, your companion diary, your companion book. It's the first edition, yeah. And also you're going to get me as well in some videos telling you how I use these pages, how I came up with why I designed it this way. And it's going to be a book that you will be using every single day for the next year. Okay, you will have that with you from the 1st of January all the way until the 31st of December. And I go through these kinds of books, every year. I buy a new one of a diary. I use quite a few of these. But obviously, because I'm designing and I'm crossing out and I'm starting again and I'm making lists, and so there is a lot in there that doesn't need to be in there, but that's still my brain dump kind of thing. But again, it's something that I have with me all the time, and when I go somewhere, like when I go to see my parents or even on holiday, I really like that I take them with me. I have to take all these books with me, and it's heavy and it's just not practical. So I'm hoping that having a yes, exactly, Rena, added value. It's going to be an added value to your life, not just your crochet hobby, not just your organization throughout the year with appointments, with your calendar, with what you have to do where, with birthday presents that you have to remember to get or make or whatever. So Do you know what I mean? I want this to be super duper good value for you. And of course, there's certain things. I mean, we try to keep the money low for you for the actual book, but then of course the postage and everything. I can imagine it can be, it's adding to that. But I am going to do everything possible to make it worth your while. And I hope that by sort of next autumn, so end of summer, September time, that you can tell me already how you have found your year with that book, what you would like to see change and things like that, so that we can make an even better book for the next year. And then even more people will hopefully want to sign up for that because of hearing from you guys. So we'll see how that goes, and we will see what happens with it. But I really, really hope that you will be able to, use it to your best advantage, basically. Molly, go and have a look at the website, because I don't want to say anything because that's Dirk's department. Mm. Yes, we will make sure that there are, like maybe 30 left over, and then hopefully we will be able to sell those on as well. So, but if you want to be super sure that you're going to have one, you've got to order it before midnight tonight, so that when I wake up in the morning, I can look at the figures and decide. Liliane, obviously, pockets in the front or the back of the book, again, that's an added thing. That's a hand finish to something that's going to cost a lot more, so we don't have any pockets. I could try and design our own to see how that would work. But yeah, so certain things you would be so surprised at how much they cost, and I have no idea how some of these other book makers, or when you buy a notebook and some of the things in there, how they can do it for that price. But then the thing is, they are doing that, you see, for maybe thousands of books, right? We're only talking a couple of hundred here. Okay. So when you're in that segment still, it's a lot of money for things like that. If I go much bigger amounts, that's, completely different, of course, because the more I order, the less money it is per book. But of course it goes, it's sort of doesn't, I think you know what I mean. It's hard to explain. Yeah. It started, Junie, like a crochet planner, but I didn't want to limit it to just crochet, because then you would still have your crochet planner, your diary, your notebook. It just doesn't make sense to have all those books together. You did, yeah. Sorry, we have to. I have to put in the final order tomorrow, so that they can get printed, because it takes 21 days to be printed, you see. So we were hoping that they will arrive, then, as it's only the 5th of this November, that they will arrive in the first 2 weeks of December. There we go, Janie. We will try something like that, yes. So because, of course, the time of printing, that will, impact on the way we're organizing it this year. Next year, hopefully, we will start earlier, and we will have a longer sale period. Because by next year, we'll know how interested you are. A lot of people are interested now, we know, but there was no knowing, really. I mean, I should trust you guys as well, obviously. But, in business, there's always oh yeah, I'll buy it. And then they don't do it in the end. But I know you guys better. I know you are all fabulous Ophelians, and you do make true on your word, but still, you have to be that little bit cautious in business. So next year, I will be designing this companion book a lot earlier. I mean, to be honest, I did start. Oh, I can't remember when I started. I think it was May, June time. That I started with a design, and then I was more in the sort of to the side of just a crochet planner. But then thinking about it more and more and more, I just thought this is too limiting. So I was thinking about it for a long time, and then I think it was beginning of September that I actively started looking at it again, and then I changed the whole thing. The whole design, even the pictures, the colors, everything was changed. So yeah, there we go. That's how it goes, isn't it? That's how it goes. Yeah, there is obviously there are ways of personalizing it, and that's exactly what I want you to do in your book. So I've got ideas of how I want to personalize it, which I will tell you, but then of course in the comments of those videos you can let me know what you've done with it as well. Thank you, Mary Lou. Yeah. Post-it notes. Yeah. Thank you, Jan. Bonnie, you haven't missed that much yet. Right. So, I hope that you've had a good week. We have started with our November crochet every day. And honestly, guys, it's just typical, isn't it? The last few years, I've always added that calendar, right? And I'm thinking, oh, this year I won't bother, because they get confused with the calendar and where is it? And they don't download it and they don't use it, blah, blah. This year, where's the calendar? So Dirk made one. You can find it in the group on Facebook. So yes, it's very exciting, isn't it, Laurie? Ooh. So the Facebook group, somewhere there's files, and you'll be able to download the page there. So of course this year I seem to have done less explanation about the actual challenge itself. So let me do that here and now. So on the 1st of November, we start with crochet every day. So we're going to start, I am going to suggest a project, but you might want to finish your whips, you might want to finish some gift making that you are doing for Christmas. Any crochet will do. Okay, but just to give it some sort of structure, I suggest a project, and generally that's a blanket. So we have made the chevron, the Stash Buster chevron before. We have made what else was it? Was it the rectangles one year that we did? So we made rectangles, which we then crocheted together. So this year we are making a legacy blanket in as an ode to my grandma, because she would always be making those squares, the Anna square. So on Wednesday I have published a video, quite extensive tutorial on how to make the Anna square. And of course, that is the start of our blanket. So then people were saying, how do you join them? How do you do it? Of course, all that is coming. But the point is, you should be making the squares now. You're not putting them together yet, because I want you this time to just make squares. Start getting into a habit of making squares and keeping them in your box. Now, this is Sandy, I'll think about that. This box is the one that my grandma decorated, but oh my goodness, I have seen some lovely decorated boxes. Julie had the brilliant idea of putting my cards on. Yes, that's fantastic. Somebody else had some DSP paper, some sort of, nicely colored paper. Somebody else printed off pictures and other things of crochet related, even put granny squares on it. Oh my goodness. It is so nice. Yeah, Barbara. So I haven't shown you how to join them just yet. So just let's we're going to leave the joining for now. Well, I mean, obviously you can do whatever you want, okay? But to do it the way my grandma used to do was she used to make squares, put them in a box and keep them. And then when she had enough squares, she would put the blanket together. So sometimes she would be working with a certain colorway like she did here. But other times she would just be making squares with any colors that she had. And so that is what we are doing now. So there is no rush. There is absolutely no rush. If you make one square a month, one square a day, okay, for crochet every day, then you would have 30 squares in this month. Now, 30 squares isn't quite enough. I mean, that one is a small blanket, so that's fine. But if you wanted a bigger blanket, you would need more squares. So you can just keep on doing that. Get into a habit of making a square a day or making a square whenever you need to make a square. Are you working on a whip that you're not really fancying tonight? Well, make a square. Are you going somewhere and you've got to take a project with you because unexpectedly you're going to be in the car for, I don't know, half an hour. You're going to have to wait maybe somewhere. You've got to go to a football match with little ones, or you've got to go to a practice of something, and you have to wait. Grab a ball of yarn, grab scissors and a hook, and off you go. You have your project right there. Even though you might have other projects that you're working on, the quickest one to take with you is the Anna square. So make your squares whenever you can. It's not a rush. It's a slow race this time. No, not a slow race. Whatever they call it, okay? It's not a race. It's a slow pace this time. If you are putting your squares together next summer, that's fine. That's perfect because you will have so many squares that you can pick and choose from, put them together in a blanket, and you've got one. A slow meander. Yes, Julie, that's a nice word. So there's no rush. But of course, I can't wait to publish the joining next year kind of thing. So during the month of November, I will be putting all the videos out for this particular project. So you can go back to that playlist whenever you need to. Okay. So next week, we will have the lookbook. Yes, I made a lookbook because I just fancied it and I love making lookbooks. So I filmed this one while we were in Bath in August. And I think it's a lovely lookbook. So I hope you will enjoy that. Now, Karen, type it into Google, darling. Type it into Google. And then last Friday, we had a kind of a different video. So I was just doing it. I wasn't talking. I had the instructions on the screen and you could hear everything else that was going on. Did you hear that Dirk was cooking and that he was doing that? Oh, honestly, he's always stirring in those pots so loudly. So I hope you enjoyed that video. It's a little bit different, but I just wanted to give you an inkling in what goes on if I don't put any music in the background. So that's another video. Then on Wednesday we will have the lookbook, and then on Friday I will tell you how I go about to join and the blanket, but also for the color placement. And Molly, there will be a written pattern coming out next Friday as well. Okay, so then you will know just about everything that you need to know, and then the week after we'll do the border. So on Friday we will have the assembly, how I go about placing the colors, how to do that, and also how to join them. So that will be a good video for you to remember to, in the future when you're ready to join. I know, Daisy, I know. When it looks like a bomb exploded in the kitchen when Dirk has cooked. But the cooking is nice. The food is nice. So I guess it's okay. Ah. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. You should learn this one by heart, Molly. If you know this one by heart, it can save you. It can save you because sometimes we just need to sit and crochet and be quiet and just not think about anything else. Because earlier on I saw somebody say, crocheting has been my savior a little bit because a lot of things are going on, and just sit back in your own little world and just have a little bit of time just to calm yourself down, or just to take your mind off things, keep your mind and your hands busy by doing some crochet, I think is a very valuable thing. And that's why today I wanted to talk about how you, Ruth, that will be coming up in that video later on in the month as well. That's why I wanted to talk about how you can use crochet to relax, but also you can use crochet as your therapy, as a little bit of me time, a little bit of away time from everything. I know, just to be able to just sit and crochet, even listen to some music. I mean, to be honest, I used to like watching some Netflix or watching some YouTube while I was crocheting. But now I think that's more input into my head, unless it's a really nice film like Pride and Prejudice, which I already know by heart. I really want just the crochet and just the head to try and calm down while I'm doing the crochet. So to me, it's very beneficial just to sit and crochet, and even in silence, or just put some light music on, It's just so nice, because the thing is, I've watched so many films, I don't even know what they're wearing, because I only listen to them. So there's not much point in watching them. What's Anya? Is there a new dig in the Mac? Altijd, Annick. Altijd. There's always a new blanket being made. There's always a new project on the way. I have to check my background twice before I actually go on this live, because I need to make sure that nothing is in nothing is in the picture that's not allowed to be in the picture. Always there's some. I've been working on 2 projects today that you will not see for quite a while. Yeah, so there's always something happening. There's always something being made. I'm always a couple of weeks, even months ahead of schedule of what I publish, next week, for example. So, oh my goodness, Elizabeth, that is such a wonderful thing. Thank you so much. I am so glad you have found something in my channel that has helped you. And I know from experience that a lot of people have done so as well. Yeah, Bridget, exactly. Yeah. Earpods, earphones, I'm all for it. Sometimes, it's so good to have those as well. So if you are on in the same room together, then you can do your own thing. Dirk is generally in the back office, so I'm fine in here doing my own thing. But yeah, I generally, when we do watch something together on the computer, on Netflix or something like that, we used to watch some Scandinavian things sometimes, but now we can't do that anymore. No, because I have to read the subtitles. So I've learned quite a few words in oh yeah, that's yes. Okay, so I don't have to look up when they say that word. But other than that, I mean, you can't keep up the mystery or the murder mystery solution if you haven't read the subtitles. So I can't watch anything that's not in English or Dutch or French that's understandable. So yeah, oh, for the people who speak Dutch here, we were watching the Leeuw van Vlaanderen the other day. Oh my goodness, it's so old-fashioned. We only got through half of it because we gave up in the end. But it's in a way, it's so funny, and all the actors are so young in there because, of course, it's 1980s. I think they filmed it, and they must have thought it was the best at that time. Well, it was. It was considered very good. But we were watching the Leeuw van Vlaanderen on Netflix. It was so funny. It really was, in Dutch as well. So yeah. Go and have a look. If you understand Dutch, go and have a look. Yeah, so no subtitles when I am crocheting and watching something. So yes, I mean, I will watch something when Dirk is there as well, and we're watching something together. We're having an evening of watching TV, which doesn't happen very often anymore. But we did watch. What did we watch the other day? I think it was the Sylvester Stallone sort of documentary type thing on Netflix. Really interesting. Go and watch it because he wrote those films himself. Unbelievable. So yes, and then of course I can listen and I'm just crocheting. But sometimes when I'm just crocheting for myself, I just like to, I don't have much on these days. I just sit and maybe a nice film that's sort of quite quiet and calm. But yeah, that's the kind of thing that so that is also why I make those lookbooks. The lookbooks you can use as background music to your crochet, as a lovely thing just to watch and see what I've done with that blanket, but also for you to just put on when you're crocheting and when you're wanting something in the background, but not filling your head. Do you see what I mean? With a film, yes, it can be distracting, getting involved into the story and just forgetting everything else that's going on in your life. But that's sort of filling up that brain again. So sometimes, yes, it's in UK time, Love to Craft, yes. Sometimes it's important to not add to your to the head. So that's maybe one day, why don't you go to the lookbook playlist, because there is a separate playlist that has all the lookbooks in it, and just put that on. Just put that on and you will get all that nice music and all the lovely views, all the lovely footage of all our blankets that we have made. So I do hope you will use my channel to your best advantage. And there are a few other videos as well that I've done, like ASMR crochet with me. So find that as well, because those are nice to crochet along as well. While I'm just sitting there and crocheting, you can do the same, yeah. Oh, let me try. Do you know, Alexandra, I think for you and for him, I think that could be very beneficial. Just sitting together quietly and sort of sending, good vibes to him, sending positive vibes to him, and just you being positive. I think that would help so much. So keep it up and keep everything calm and positive. Maybe I should do a lookbook for the notebook. It would help if I had one. Oh my goodness. Yes, I hope that you love the piano music. I always look for solo piano on my Epidemic Sound. And yeah, I hope you love the music. Do you know some of the other YouTubers use Epidemic Sound as well? And so we were watching somebody else. I can't remember who it was, and I was like to Dirk, I've used that song. I've used that song. So it's quite funny how, sort of people, come up with the same songs and use them. But yeah. Yes, of course, Sharon. If your life is hectic, if you are always on the go, if always things are happening, if you have that moment in your day that you can look forward to, because that's important as well. If you can, it can be motivating for you to start your day, get through the day, to know that you can do something in the evening that's just for you. I've done a lot of hobbies throughout my life already. And when I was teaching and I had small children, what helped me enormously was playing with polymer clay. I don't know whether you know that. It's called Fimo as well. So I was making tiny little things with that. And the thought of being able to do that in the evening after everything was done, just even for half an hour sometimes, it was just, it kept me going during the day. Oh, thank you, Heg. Yes, I know. I spend such a long time finding the music. Oh, it takes such a long time sometimes to find. So what I do is I go to Epidemic Sound and I put in solo there are sort of like things that you can do, like piano, jazz, instrumental, deep house, rock. You can choose all that. So I choose all that, and then with the project in the back of my head, I try to visualize the project, and then I play the song and I visualize the project, and I think, no, that doesn't go with it. Next song, and that's how I choose the songs to really go with the project and with the kind of vibe I want to, and also with the kind of footage I was able to get. Did I go to the beach? Did I go to a woods? That impacts as well. So yes. Yeah. So oh goodness. Yeah, it's difficult, isn't it? When yeah, so Dirk says you have about 12 hours left until we make the decision. Exactly that. So tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, I will be sitting in the sofa over there and I will be counting how many books we have sold. I will be making a list of how many books I think I need for the moderators and for my mum and for myself. And even Dirk said he was going to use one. Now, if that's not a compliment, then I don't know what is. Oh, he said, I'll finally have a diary then as well. Isn't that wonderful? Let's see how that goes. So yes, so I will be deciding how many in about 12 hours. But of course, again, that's difficult to say, isn't it? Yes, the mindful, exactly, Angel, the mindful moment. Yeah. Yes, it's true. Um, how should I say it? Yes, we look after other people. Yes, we are there for other people. Yes, we do all kinds of we, but just to have that tiny moment for ourselves gives us the energy to do everything else. And that is the great thing about crochet, because you can just sit there and do it. And not only that, right? You can, in that same moment, you are making something. You are making something really nice. You're going to put that together. You're going to have a shawl to wear. You're going to have a blanket to gift. You're going to have a blanket to use. You're going to have whatever we are making to gift, to use. It's wonderful, or for decoration. It is wonderful that we're doing this. It's not just sitting there and doing nothing. You are actually doing something that has a result that other people can benefit from. And not only because you didn't kill them because you were stressed. You're giving them a blanket. All these I crochet because I whatever, it's safer than, no, I crochet because killing people is not allowed, something like that. Exactly, that is so true. Sometimes it's better to walk out of that situation, of that conversation, of that, and come away, sit down and crochet. Laurie, again, that's fine. That's okay, because you deal with things in a different way. And that's good that you know that. Oh my goodness. No, Susan. I'm so glad that you're back though. We missed you. Oh. Aha, the names of the blankets on the ladder, I think they're the same as last week. I haven't changed them. So that's the Lizzie up there. Then we have the jam jar. Then we have just a stash buster that I made. Oh, no. Oops. No, it's not just a stash buster. Sorry, I can't see here. It doesn't show in the actual picture, but it's the V-stitch. It's Dirk's V-stitch. I can see the V's there, but I can't see the V's there. Can you see the V's? And then that one is the Orla Keely. Is a stash buster that I did with mainly Orla Keely colors. So what is the blanket called behind you? This one? Is it this one? The one to my left? Left. God. These are all the legacy blanket, and they are the Anna square. And the Anna square is perfect for a beginner. You will make the squares as and when you can. You will learn the pattern and you can make them, and then we will put them together towards the end of the month. So all these are the same pattern, except this one was made by my grandma. This one, my grandma made the squares and I joined them. This one, I made the squares and I joined them. So it's 3 generations of blankets. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for ordering your notebook. And this one here, I was going to put this on over the, but I don't know whether this goes with the green dress. This is the Lovelock shawl. But then I'm thinking maybe I should be wearing the reading shawl. Let's have a look. Because Charlotte's here in the corner. She's not punished. She's not punished. Yeah, that's better. But still. It's a very bright green, isn't it? I don't know whether I should have had the Isabel shawl to go over that, just a dark grey, black type thing. But Yeah, I think this goes. Yes, Sharon, the fringe does take a bit of time to put on your boho poncho, but it's so worth it. It is so worth putting the tassels on. Always. Always. Okay. Hello. Do we see fireworks? No, we don't. Rain we see, but no fireworks. We want fireworks. I'm trying here. Oh, maybe this works. Yes, there we go. Oh yeah, this one. Balloons. Balloons. It did look good as well with the dress. Yeah. Emerald green is my color. Do you think so? Like this? Yes, I want snow. What do you think the one for snow is? Not this one, obviously. No, it's just doing the one thing, isn't it? The fireworks worked the other day. Yay! Oh, thank you, Susan. Thank you. Anyway, right. So we do have packs for this one, for the legacy blanket, if you want to have a start for a color palette. But of course you don't need to do that. It is supposed to be a stash buster type thing, because obviously that's what we've always done in November, giving you an opportunity as well to crochet every day and use your stash, and maybe just get that little bit of me time, get into a habit of getting that little bit of me time, especially before the upcoming very busy month of December, where there will be a lot of things happening. And if you have your little sort of habit established that you can just sit and crochet for a little while every day, that will help you in that month as well. So I do hope that you will enjoy next week's videos. We have a lot of things happening again on the front of other blankets this week for us already, because we are preparing things. And yeah, tomorrow will be quite the day. So I'm hoping, if you want to order the planner, do it as soon as possible within, let's say, sort of within 12 hours from now, which of course is difficult if you're watching the live afterwards. How can I say it? So it's you have to, the thing is, you see, you can ask Google what time it is in the UK, right? So if it's tomorrow morning 9 a.m., then it's too late. So before that, please. But yeah, the safest way is to do it as soon as possible after this live has finished. And then you will be counted in the ordered list. Of course, the ones who have pre-ordered will get, that's the ones that I'm ordering. And then there'll be just a little batch separate for those, who woke up a bit late. Or who can only, who are only able to buy it in December, for example. Yes, best not to wait until the last moment, indeed. So next year, hopefully, we will work with a longer pre-sale, and we will hopefully have the opportunity to, to sort of do things a little bit different. But, because, we have to get our head around how this works and how things, how long things take, basically. So Layla is in her basket over there. Let me show you. I'm going to try and move. Oh, there's the microphone. Let's move that a bit. Oh, she's nearly there. Can you hear me still? There we go. Look, there she is. Layla. 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 She's asleep. She is asleep. She was awake earlier, and then I'll think, yeah, well, on Sunday, darling, you need to sleep during the day and then wake up, about 7 o'clock. But no such luck. Yes, yeah. So there is actually there is a clock on your phone, and I have it in big here, right? So if I click on that, I have London, I have Brussels for my mum, then I have San Diego for Angel, and then I have Charlotte for Chris. So I know what time it is there. So San Diego is 1:30, and then the east coast of America is 4:30. So Charlotte, so yeah, put this in your world clock, put this in your phone. I'm sure they have it on Android phones as well. And then all you need to do is just go there and see what time it is in London, preferably, because that's where I am. So find out the London time zone. It's 21:31. 21:31. So 21:32. And so, yeah, see, that way you will know. Boston is so Boston is the same as Charlotte, Susan, and that way you will know what time it is everywhere in the world, and you will know what time it is where I live, and then you will know by what time you have to do things. There we go. She's awake. She's having a bite to eat. Yeah, there's a weather app as well that you can use. Yeah, of course, Carol. Of course, they wake up the minute you want to start crocheting, because they want to be there when you crochet as well. They want to be your assistant. Oh my goodness. But everybody, thank you so very much for not only to those who have bought the notebook, because that's just wonderful, but of course everyone who's watching my videos, who is making all the projects. I have seen lots of Greenway finished blankets, and she's Layla, come here with me. Yes, no, and it's just so lovely to see that. Oh, there she goes. Look. And to know that people are liking the border as well. What did you think? Let me put this out of the way. There she goes. Look. What did you think of the border of the Greenway? Did you like it? I think it seemed that people were doing it much quicker, the border. So if you have done the border, if you have finished your blanket, do please go to the Facebook group and put a picture up, because we would love to see that. And I would love for you to let me know how you felt about the border. Was it easy? Was it not easy? Were there any problems? I'm really looking forward to your reactions on that. So yes, thank you, darlings. Thank you, Mary Lou. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, thank you. Jennifer, that's fantastic that you managed to complete a square while you were listening to me here on the live, and that's what it's for. That's what I'm here for, to guide you through all these things. And it's just so lovely to know that I can provide that to people. Yeah, it was so quick and easy. No, yeah, exactly, Fran, and it's straight, without having to faff about with those slip stitches. So I'm so happy that you guys loved the blanket, especially the border. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next cal. Of course. transparent, that's fine. That is perfectly all right. Of course, life gets in the way like that, or you're doing other things, that's perfectly all right. The videos are there, the pattern is there, it's all there for you. And of course, now you already know that you won't have to worry too much about the border because it's all going to be plain sailing. Ah, yeah. Yes, Susan, it's the reading shawl. It's out. It's a very popular video. Go and have a look for that. There is a pattern, a video, and a lookbook. So you are in for a treat. You're in for a treat. Aha. Chris, I hope you will be able to do that. I don't know whether you'll have you need the boxes. Okay, so see if you can find a way of doing that, but we are working on that. We are trying to work out how we can add boxes to an already existing blanket. Okay, so stay tuned for that. So I hope, or what, I saw a message somewhere. Maybe I need to. Yes, Elizabeth. Oh, this was your first live. Oh, well done. Well, you've got us now, so make sure you're back next week. Okay, everyone, I'm going to say goodbye. Yeah, enjoy the videos this week. So we're going to have a lookbook for the legacy blanket. I hope you will enjoy that one. And we will also have a video on Friday where I'm going to show you how I assemble, how I go about choosing the locations for the squares, for the colors, and how I'm going to join. So thank you for being here. I hope you have enjoyed our little chat, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone. Bye.